Okay, we're definitely live on YouTube. And we're live on Twitch. Supposedly. I don't have video feed yet. Okay, now I have video confirmation on Twitch. Alright, so as of last week, I had started playing Death Stranding 2, but I wasn't really super far into it yet. I think I had just made it to Australia last week. This week,
That's
as
where the game takes place.
the first part takes place in Mexico, and then the majority of the game takes place in Australia.
Oh, so they had Kojima go down under.
Well, Kojima,
Where he belongs.
so far, I haven't seen him yet, because in most Kojima games, there's a way to see Kojima.
He's a constellation in the stars.
He's everywhere. I was going to say you got to look to the sky.
I
gotta look
did,
to the
Maybe in
sky.
depths.
so I actually did the Constellation Trophy today.
There's
So
a constellation trophy.
like you have to use a hot spring and look up at the stars and you can see all the constellations, and the Kojima Productions logo is in the stars and on your hat and on your car, and like the Kojima Productions, so the word Kojima is all over the place, but I have yet to see Hideo himself because I saw all the constellations. And the Kojima Productions logo is one of those constellations, but he himself is not there. Unless this is something where I gotta wait X amount of in-game days for it to show up, and this game is one of the coolest video games I've ever played in my entire life, and this game is one of the most confusing video games I've ever played in my entire life. Like, there was a whole J-pop music video that happened in my game today, and then apparently I had a nightmare that made me make a choice that apparently doesn't affect anything. It's just a nightmare. So, yeah, this game, but also, I want to say I'm like 25 hours in, about, this is all according to the PlayStation Play Stats, which could be right, just judging by, so I am currently in chapter 8. So there was an intermission at the halfway point. There are 16 chapters, but I know that some of those chapters later on are just going to be like entirely cutscene. But yeah, Death Stranding 2 is at the point with me now that it's, I was sure Monster Hunter would be my game of the year, but I am having way more fun, like, per minute with this game than I was having with Monster Hunter in the entire time of running up and platinuming that game. So,
Okay, so
I can see
do you
that.
think that Death Stranding has just become more fun, or do you think that Monster Hunter has become less fun?
so
Thoughts?
Monster Hunter, my main problem with the game for pretty much the entirety of the game was that it was too easy. And I mean, they've added like the tempered post-release monsters and the arc tempered Apex monsters. Those are actually challenging, but I don't feel like there's
Mhm.
much of an incentive to go for those, especially since I kind
Mm.
of have my build solidified. And so it'll be like, yeah, I'll go and I'll fight this thing once. And I mean, so I did all the Mitsuzune armor. I'm going to do all the Lagiacrus and all the Seregios armor. But I don't know. I feel like the community has kind of moved past Monster Hunter Wilds in a way that it's going to take
Yeah,
Master Rank to bring people back.
yeah. I haven't even seen like. Usually, I would see like RX gaming videos in my like subscriptions and stuff, or like the random Monster Hunter like build videos and stuff like that. Have not seen them.
Oh, well, I'm getting them probably because whenever I get on, it'll be like, okay, I need this kind of ore. I'm Googling, like, I'm on the Monster Hunter Fextra Life wiki just looking where to
Yeah.
find particular materials and stuff. So, like, in the Google algorithm, it knows, like, at set points I'm actually playing Monster Hunter. Like, I voted, they have a community weapon design contest going on, and I voted in that. So, like, all
Oh,
of
did you
that.
pick the goth boot?
No, I picked the great sword that like shatters. It's like a
Oh, the mirror
solid.
blade, the
Yeah,
shatter blade. Yeah.
yeah.
That looks cool as fuck.
So I voted in that, did all that. So Google knows that I'm at least playing Monster Hunter. So that's probably why you're not getting
That's not
any.
all Google knows.
I mean, yeah, Google knows a lot, but you know, so be it.
As long as you're aware.
Yeah, I any service on the internet, if it's free, you were the product. So that includes
Yeah.
just
Me.
your information or some facet of you that someone would find valuable.
Hmm.
But yeah, so two things in Death Stranding so far. There's been one scene that was in one of the trailers that what happens right after that scene is actually like over the top, one of the coolest things. Like it goes full anime and Kojima goes full rule of cool. This game is just like Kojima. Anything Kojima has ever thought would be cool has been put in this game. It's like
As he should.
we thought Fragile's like hand finger lighter thing was cool. Like that shit is commonplace by the time you get to where I'm at in the game.
That's only tier one cool.
There is so first of all, I know around the game's release they had the Ghost in the Shell director pizza combat scene, like that was all over the internet.
Oh, she.
The fact that I am legitimately far with his quest line in particular, and I have yet to actually meet with him face to face, shows that somebody was no lifing the like.
That's usually what happens when the biggest games release. People will start no-lifing it so they could be the first to get the clips and show off the stuff. It's part of the whole, the current media ecosystem on social media, where it's like
Well,
you don't really have time to sit with things because if you're not getting to it sooner, somebody else is going to get the footage first.
I'm taking screenshots, but I'm not. I haven't recorded any video clips because I know I'll be able to go find some of these like clips that are particular parts of cutscenes. Like those will be readily available. They probably already are. I'm really trying to stay away from anything like that would spoil any part of this game because now I'm deep enough into this game that I'm like, I finally understand who the flashbacks are. Like that actually had like an emotion. There are story threads that are being tied up, so I'm over like the hump of the 50%. Like a lot of stuff kind of happened around the 50% mark, and so now me being at 66%, like 2/3 done with the game according to the PSN tracker, and what am I? 35% of the way done with the trophies, and some of those, like my rarest trophy, I just got lucky. So there's a mechanic where you're delivering animals to the animal shelter and for like, and they're wildlife reserves. So they're like emus, kangaroos, koalas. Like there's just a bunch of indigenous wildlife that's out there, and you got to rescue them. And I just happened to get lucky and rescue an albino emu. So my rarest trophy is like rescue an albino animal for the first time. So
And this was on your first rescue?
no, my first rescue is like they have you save a kangaroo from a bushfire that like lightning strikes and sets the bush on fire, and you're on your way to the animal preserve, and so you have to save a kangaroo and take it there. But
Oh yeah, this is Australia.
yeah,
That makes sense.
that was one of the reasons. Like in Mexico, they're like, "Hey, something weird's going on because kangaroos are showing up." So yeah, but just I've killed a couple accidentally because I'm doing everything in my truck. Like, yeah, I'll just be driving over a landscape and it'll be like, you killed an animal. I don't even know what I killed. I just ran it over, didn't realize it.
Typical
They get you-
American. Killing
they get you
animals
driving.
in your big fuck ass truck. Can't even see what's fucking in front of you. Typical
Can't see
American.
shit. They got you driving a Rivian?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Okay. As
pretty
long as
much,
it's
yeah.
not
It
that-
looks more
as long
like
as
a
it's not that other
Zamboni.
What the fuck is a Zamboni?
It's what they use to clean the ice at hockey.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, they use
Yeah.
it to clean the ice at skating rinks. That's
It
the word I
looks
was
like a
looking for.
Zamboni, and
I've
one
heard of those, but I'm like, is this some sort of fucking niche car brand now?
yeah.
Am I going to see an MKB HD? So I'm driving in a Zamboni.
You know, if
Zamboni
he ever-
Model 2.
If he ever got
It has
into
big
hockey,
bezels.
that's what would happen. He would be in a
Right, you see the cutting edge Zamboni tech hitting the streets, hitting the ice these days.
It sounds like some regular show shit. Zamboni.
But yeah, so there have been one of the cool things about this game is in the first game you would kind of have each section of the game center around a certain character, and like that one character would be kind of all your different interactions in that section. This game, because you're part of a crew, there'll be times where I'm going to go pick up an order and I'm leaving the ship and they ask me like geometry questions, like some of the crewmates, and I'm getting cool
Why?
decals of the people on my crew. The fragile one is ridiculously cool. I thought the rainy one was cool. I thought the tomorrow one was cool, but then I got the fragile one and I was like, oh, this is sick.
Peak.
Unfortunately, the truck I'm using right now, I haven't had enough materials at any given facility to make a truck with 6 battery modules. And like I was dropping something off and I saw somebody had a truck with the exact same attachments as mine but had 6 battery packs on it. So I can't, but it is the most basic It is the default colors. It is the default decal. It is just like stock, but that battery capacity, I have not even gotten. I've rarely gotten to the point where I'm even using the battery capacity of the car itself because every time you use a generator, it charges you to 130%. I probably haven't dropped below 80% since I've been driving this truck. And just lugging some of the biggest cargo, because two of the things that I haven't really done, well, three things that I haven't really done that I need to do for trophies. I need to fully restore a section of road, which I haven't had the full materials to do yet. I'll either have the chiral crystals and the metal, but not the ceramics, or some combination of stuff like that, you know? But I need to repair a third mine, so I've done 2 out of the 3 that you need for the trophy. I need to restore a section of road, and I need to, what's the other one related to building? Roads, mining, and I need to build a hot spring, which I guess that's just a particular section of the game where you can build your own hot spring. I just use the one that's on the map for everybody to do the stargazing trophies. But yeah, so I have to do that. I gotta barter with other porters, which I don't know. But one thing I will say is the combat this time around. First of all, 9 times out of 10, I'm staying in my truck and I have a machine gun auto turret on my truck that I'll just roll up next to an enemy camp and like methodically just slowly drive through. So I'm just picking off everybody one by one.
Sounds like you're back in America.
I mean, you know, I did get to the part that's in the trailer where Higgs is talking to you. I see you traded in your rope for a stick, and he takes your gun from you. So,
Stick.
the fact that that electric guitar axe thing was cool in the trailer, and they do even cooler things with it in the full game.
You thought you hit the limits of what cool shit we could do with an electric guitar that's also a gun. You only know the surface of what we could do with such things.
Yeah, and I mean, there's right now my like porter suit has Junji Ito print all over it because somebody like Kojima just had to think this particular Junji Ito pattern was cool, so just plastered it all over one of the suits in the game. There's a VTuber that
Yep.
you're doing missions for a VTuber for a good section of the game, and she gives you like her catchphrase is Pecco, and she gives you this hat that reduces your stamina usage. But you say Pecco like anytime. I was in a gunfight.
Usada Pecora. Usada Pecora. That's the VTuber.
Yeah, so there's I gotta think what's the name of the doctor in this game, because she's an actress.
Doctor.
I don't know her from playing any doctor roles. What is her name? Nope. Not Dr. Death. Death.
Doctor.
Give me the news. I got
Deborah Wilson. So Deborah Wilson's the doctor.
Oh. Mad TV.
I know her.
The Jedi game.
Oh, Savathun! Savathun!
So yeah, she's in the game.
Could have been a bunch of shit, dog. Hooray, a black person. Let's go. Let's go.
I mean, we had
We
James
are-
Earl Jr. in the first game, and like his
Wasn't
performance.
he Dead Man?
No, he was Die Hard Man. Dead Man was Guillermo del Toro.
Die Hard Man. That's what it was. Die Hard Man.
When your thing is you die on hard.
No, that's more Heart Man in the second game.
Hard man.
Die Hard Man. Fucking Kojima. That's why I love him. He's having fun with this shit. Just
Yeah, it was.
Don't get him bricked up, he'll die.
You meet Dead Man, and then Dead Man introduces you to Die Hard Man, and then after working with Die Hard Man for a little while, you learn about Heart Man, and you know, we got.
Is it like Die Hard Man or is it like Die Hardman? You know, do they kind of like
The
name
man
it up
is
at the end?
Die Hard Man.
I see.
I think just most. Well, no, Charlie's just Charlie, and Sam Porter Bridges. But I'm trying to think of because there's Tar Man in the second game, and then we knew about Fragile from the first game. But then there's also
I still need her jacket from the first game. I still need that shit. That shit was tough.
the jackets. Oh man, just
Who's Fragile?
she
Like,
is
what is her character in the game?
currently
what is-
she's the leader of Drawbridge.
Are they the ones that go around putting up?
They're connecting
Bridges?
the chiral network first in Mexico, and then but she
Who
was
did-
with Fragile Express in the first game, which was kind of like a
Yeah.
rival delivery company to Bridges, which was like Sam, like his.
Yeah, you
family
run into
company.
her at
So it was
right
like
after the
FedEx
intro.
versus UPS
Yes.
type shit. Okay.
But
And
now,
so the Cairo network, is that like setting up internet infrastructure or like a
Yes.
trade route?
both.
Both. Heard.
So it's more so the internet. Like you connect different sections of the map to the chiral network, and that allows you to be able to use things that other people have put in that area online, and it shares what you've put in that area to like other people's games online. So it like
So would that be like the equivalent to like unlocking a tower in those other games?
if in other games, like, because there are no other games that kind of
Like-
have this particular thing. It'd be like if Destiny, you load it into a map, or Diablo or something, you load it into a map, you had to do like the first mission on that map to then be able to like do public events in that zone and do multiplayer stuff in that zone so the first time you go into an area, you're going there to get to the main facility to use your Cupid to connect the.
Your Cupid? The fuck is that?
Yep.
It's in the first game. It's
You
like
keep introducing things and it gives me more
this
questions.
is what I don't know what you're expecting of me explaining a Kojima game, because that has been my entire experience of playing this game
I'm
so
expecting
far.
answers.
No, you're not gonna.
I expect answers.
I expect answers, damn it.
Well,
Okay. I had another question. I don't know where it went. It'll come back to me.
Well, while we're talking about the Cupid, in the first game, the Cupid looks like a bunch of like USB drives that are on a necklace. In the second game, they look like little black coffins, and which is interesting because there's a certain point where you have to retrieve a coffin from an enemy camp, and the person you deliver the coffin to modifies it and turns it into a surfboard. So
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Are
things
you
in it.
surfing just on water with that,
No,
or are you
it's
surfing on everything?
you are generating waves of tar, which are like tar currents are used to transport stuff and like move vehicles and stuff. So you are generating tar that you're surfing on this coffin across land. I made one and I have it in my truck. I haven't used it because my truck is kind of OP right now. And I
Does your
wouldn't.
truck have a life bar?
It has a battery bar. It has been damaged and does get damaged by timefall. Like, so anytime I get to a facility that can repair my vehicle, I repair it. But yeah,
Hmm.
there's not like an actual life bar because I've had a car get destroyed by like going into an enemy camp and they shot it enough that it like died. But there's
Poor car.
not like a visual. There's a lot of HUD elements for every fucking thing in this game, but there's not a HUD element as far as I know, as far as like your car's overall health. You can just kind of see if you've been driving around in the rain that it's rusted to shit and you probably should go fix it before things
Okay.
get too bad.
Okay. Have you piloted a mecha yet?
No. The DHV Magellan, which is your ship that you have your crew on that kind of follows you around, like one of the benefits of connecting the chiral network in the area is that the DHV Magellan can use tar currents, which is piloted by Tarman, who lost his hand to the tar, so he has a phantom pain that allows him to navigate this
I hate when that happens.
the fact that he like held up his arm, he's like, yeah, it's kind of like a phantom pain. I'm like, all right, Kojima.
Everybody
Okay.
looked at the camera. 5.
There's just the dude that every time they show this dude, he's either doing something you wish Solid Snake would do or doing something Solid Snake has done at some point.
Is
Like,
this the character that looks like Solid Snake?
yes, Neil. I don't know if his last name's a spoiler, but yeah, his name's Neil.
Neo Conda. Neo Viper.
No, it's. I can't even think of it, but like I
Neo
do know
Mamba.
that it was kind of a revelation. It's like, oh, I've been having a lot of revelations around that character in particular lately. Oh, I do know his last name because the name of his realm is Nirvana. So there's a whole thing around.
He has
what-
his own realm.
He has his own realm.
Yeah, it's like Mads Mikkelsen. So everybody has a beach, and so despite me not spending any time thus far in Death Stranding 2
Do
on
you
the
know
beach,
that you sound insane right now?
yeah, I
Just
mean
by the
I'm
way?
playing a Kojima game and I'm explaining it in as clear terms, like it's less. I'm
You need
being
the you need
less.
the little bulletin board with the red yarn.
That is
Tape.
just me playing this game because like as you go you're getting like charms and like artifacts from people, and so your private room like as you play through the game is just being built up with like this amalgamation of just random shit like of your journey. But so far, the tagline of the game, should we have connected, is not making sense. Like a lot of the pre-release around this game seems to be like I'm it seems like they were trying to sell this game and not able to, like, everybody should know what it is. The first game is pretty readily available. It's available on iOS. Like, you should know what Death Stranding is by now, but I feel like all the pre-release marketing and stuff has been like not representative of the overall game. There have been trailers that they started putting out closer to the game coming out that I just had to tune out. Like, I think there was something at Summer Game Fest that I'm just like, okay, I don't even know who these characters are. They're not explaining any of this. And there's a whole ghost scene happening with them, and I'm just not going to pay attention to any of this. But yeah, I feel like the earlier on safer things to watch, yeah, they're giving you maybe the furthest thing out in that is like at the 40% mark in the game, but
I don't know. With a game like this, I feel like spoilers are a little hard because like you don't have no fucking context.
the,
You don't have no frame of reference unless it's something so overt. It's like, okay, well, he blows his brains out. So
The
well,
only
even
thing I
that,
know,
even that, I'd be like, okay,
well, that's
Right.
why
No.
Jalen brought up the pizza thing, and the fact that I have yet to even like meet the pizza dude face to face. Like,
oh, even I've seen that.
yeah,
I only cared because it was Oshi. Like it's like this is he's one of he's my man. I love that
yeah,
guy.
I just the further I get in the game, the more context I have, and so the more afraid of spoilers I am. Like,
And also, Mamoru was on one of his podcast episodes, one of Kojima's podcast episodes before this game came out.
I'm surprised I haven't seen Jordan Peele yet. I'm surprised I haven't. I'm still mad. So, first of all, the music. Like, some of the Woodkid songs are good. Like, the Carolyn Polachek title track is good. Like, a lot of those. A lot of the music in the game is really good. But I've been finding new, like, Japanese music through this of. Let me see, who are some of the artists that I have started listening to on Apple Music just completely outside of this? So Daichi Miura, I've started listening to because of this game, and Jin Hoshino. Those are two artists that I've started listening to just because of this game. It's gotten to the point that I'm like, the song information and everything will come up on the screen, like, because he kind of punctuates the game with music. So when you go into an area for the first time, it'll usually be like, oh, you have to clear out an enemy camp before you can get to the base. So clear out the enemy camp, and you're like going towards the base, and it'll be like, it'll drop a song, and it'll be like courtesy of whatever records, title, artist, everything. But I've actually been Shazamming those songs to be like, okay, this song is too good. I need to add it to my actual playlist. So, and apparently it gets even better. So,
I mean, Kojima does love music as much as he loves movies. Like, I follow him on social media just so I could get some recommendations. I mean, heck, he started talking about Wet Leg right before their new albums dropped, and then my homegirl sends me that album. It's a good album.
Bring Me the Horizon. That was kind of Death Stranding 1 was part of the reason of me getting back into Bring Me the Horizon, and now I'm to the point that I didn't know they were dropping a lo-fi album, but they did lo-fi versions of all of their songs since Sempiternal, like all of their major songs. And so Yeah, I've just been listening to a Bring Me the Horizon lo-fi album just because of Kojima. So, because he brought me back into listening to them with Ludens from Death Stranding 1. Alright, so while we're talking about music, lo-fi music, we can actually use this to transition over to Ghost of Yotai, because apparently they have a Samurai Champloo inspired mode.
Oh, a Watanabe mode. They're calling it a Watanabe mode because Watanabe does not miss. He does not miss.
Oh man, Lazarus? Have either of you watched Lazarus yet?
Not yet.
Oh my god, Lazarus is so fucking peak. Like, watching that week to week
I
and then
know.
getting the ending that that show had. Oh
I
man.
know. And it was the show I was the most excited for. I still
Oh
haven't
man,
watched
it's
one
so fucking good.
single episode. I'm disappointed in myself. I know.
Oh,
But
it's so.
Watanabe don't miss though. So
Oh,
Watanabe don't miss.
as the only one here who has seen Watanabe's newest work, like Ghost of Yotai, it is dropping in a hard spot for me personally because it is right after Gears Reloaded and right before Pokemon Legends ZA. So, well,
I will say this. I wish Nujabes was here to see this. I really wish he was here to see this. He was one of the 5 composers for Samurai Champloo. He is one of the fathers of the whole lo-fi style. I really wish he was here to see this. Like,
yeah.
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 I do want to mention that great. Like, you know, we're having this whole mode, but I really wish he was there to see how far his
Well,
creations have gone.
Kurosawa has also passed, right?
Of course, yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, the fact that they worked with his estate for the Kurosawa mode, it just shows, like, they're taking a lot of inspiration. It'll be interesting to see how this compares in a year where this exact same plot took place in Assassin's Creed, and while this game
But people
artistically,
don't even remember that shit.
I mean, a lot of the responses I've seen to the state of play about Ghost of Yotai have been referencing Assassin's Creed Shadows. And I mean, that for me, like, I didn't even get that far in Assassin's Creed Shadows, but even like you can go back in time at this exact same spot with the press of a button, that is some Assassin's Creed Shadows. There are.
I didn't watch the state of play. I'm gonna be honest.
Ah.
I'm already sold on the game. So
Well, I
like,
feel like they didn't do too much. Like, a lot of times when they have these game specific state of plays, certain times it'll be too much. And I mean, for me, it's a PlayStation first party single player action adventure, like AAA. It is kind of, it's one of those games that first of all, I need to beat Ghost of Tsushima, because Ghost of Tsushima just keeps being the victim for me personally of like other games around it, which is what I'm afraid of happening with Ghost of Yotai, because Ghost of Tsushima came out right after The Last of Us Part 2, and after that I did not want to play anything that, like, yeah, Last of Us Part 2 playing early pandemic was a
yeah.
doozy. So,
When does Ghost of Yote come out? Is that October?
yeah, early October. The 2nd or the 3rd, whatever that. I think it's a Friday. But whatever, yeah, very early October.
Damn.
It's
Okay.
the week after Gears Reloaded, which I'm already set and ready to play cross console co op with Chris on that. So
Yeah. I don't know. My free time is about to like plummet in like a month. So, um, who knows when I'll play this game? You know, and I still need to polish off Expedition 33. And by polish off, I mean get deep into it.
I need to start that game.
uh,
I'm still early as fuck. I haven't even gotten the fourth party member.
it really depends on like my time frame with like getting a Switch 2 and stuff like that, but I may have the free time to beat that before the end of the year because like I'm making it through Death Stranding at a surprisingly brisk pace. Like I'm doing some side stuff, but for the most part I've just been like, all right, can I do a sub order or like a lost cargo or something on the way to do this next mission? Yeah, I'll do it. But yeah, I've been going through the main missions, and I think just to finish it off, it'll either be by the next recording or the recording after that I will have at least roll credits on Death Stranding 2. I will want to go back and because nothing seems like I've looked at all the trophies and nothing seems super crazy. And the fact that like it says maximize your connection with all the facilities, and I've already kind of a couple times it's like I know I don't have a lot of time to play. I'll just go around and do some of these lost cargo and like bring up my connection level with these facilities. So the fact that that's the rarest trophy and the one before that is do 10 deliveries, 10 recoveries, and 10 elimination standard orders with an S rank in casual difficulty or above. I think I'll just start a second save file and just do those particular missions the way they need to be done to, or it depends on how they handle New Game Plus, because if I can carry all my stuff, like I can do that. I'll probably do that before the end of the game, just judging by like the ramp of equipment and stuff I'm getting and like my ability to deliver packages in good condition. But the fact that that is the second rarest trophy in the game means there has to be something. I thought it was VR missions when I first saw it, but yeah, I don't know. Achieve a porter grade of 40 or higher in all categories. I'm at 154 out of 200, so, and that's one of the rarer like progress where they track your progress. And I haven't hit 5 stars with any facilities, but I've unlocked 24 out of the 42 in the game, so more than halfway there on that also. All right, let me look at the notes, see what else we got going on.
Well, the Subnautica devs got hold out of a bonus, and now they're suing.
Well,
'Cause they-
it's the former studio heads that are suing. So, for context, and this is still developing, like even 24 hours after the initial thing happened, like situations changed. So Subnautica 2 is being published by Krafton, the PUBG publisher that also has published Callisto Protocol and will be publishing whatever Tango makes next. Assume, like, supposedly Hi-Fi Rush 2, but they're the publisher that They used to be called
Crafton, yes.
Yeah. So Crafton is publishing Subnautica 2. Subnautica 2 was supposed to launch into early access by the end of this year.
And they also told, and also Crafton told the Subnautica 2 devs that if they hit a finance goal, they would get a bonus.
If they were able to release the game into early access by the end of this year, that they would get.
No, it was a revenue goal. No, it was a revenue goal that they did hit, and then Crafton delayed the game so they wouldn't have to pay out.
Wait, so is the game? The game's not even out in early access, is it?
So essentially, Crafton was trying to get them to add more, like, microtransactions and shit like that into the game, and like have more of that type of model going. But they're like, no, the game's good to go. We can put it in early access, and they were like, no, you can't. And so they
South
didn't.
Korean video game publisher Crafton Incorporated is delaying the release of the highly anticipated survival game Subnautica 2 just months that it was before it was due to pay a $250 million bonus to the development team. The second most wish-listed for upcoming game on the PC platform Steam, Subnautica 2 was originally set to offer early access to players later this year.
Okay.
The schedule changed last week after Crafton pushed out leadership of its Unknown Worlds entertainment studio, according to people who asked not to be identified because they weren't authorized to talk to the press. In a statement shared with Bloomberg News on Wednesday, Crafton said the game has been delayed until 2026 due to feedback from early tests and solely to improve its quality. It is not influenced by any contractual or financial considerations, the company said. The first Subnautica, released in 2018, was a smash indie hit, selling more than 6 million copies. 3 years later, Crafton purchased Unknown Worlds at the enterprise value of $500 million.
Sheesh.
And said up afterwards that a sequel was in the works. The sequel's delay was against the wishes of the studio's former leadership, according to the People. The $250 million bonus was due to kick in if Unknown Worlds hit a certain revenue targets by the end of 2025, according to the purchase agreement, which was reviewed by Bloomberg. By delaying Subnautica 2 until next year, the company is unlikely to hit those targets. Therefore, the employees will not be eligible for the payout, the People said.
Right. So it's the second most wishlisted game. It's not in early access. It wouldn't. So like, it's a differentiation.
Basically, they shot the game in the knee. They shot the game in the knee, and now they will never hit that target. That's pretty much what happened.
Yes,
Yeah.
but also it seems like the leadership of the studio, that they let the people who were responsible for the original Subnautica lead Subnautica 2, and apparently they were like, the expectation of them was to work full time in a leadership capacity, and they were working part time and working on, like, one of them was making an indie film with.
Yeah, but the thing is that Crafton is trying to say that they were so hands off and uninvolved that it was hindering the game's progress. In which they're like, no, the game is ready to be put out. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Right. So the
And
developers.
they shipped them out and tried to bring in somebody else. And
Right.
that's why the devs are suing, essentially, because they're
CEO
full of
from
shit.
Striking Distance. Well, no, I think that it was, like with a lot of these situations, a problem with leadership. Like, it is. I'm not putting the blame of any of this at any stage on the actual, like, boots on the ground developers. A lot of the problems that are happening and are causing these problems with the publisher are because the leadership of the studio are, like, weren't meeting the criteria that the publisher wanted to hit. And so in the
I
end,
will
the
say this:
developers
I have not
are
seen
getting
a
screwed.
statement where Crafton actually say that it was because of that. Because I'm looking at their the statement that they made, they never ever specifically said anything. I would like to add that.
About the leadership or about the
Yeah,
developers?
no, about the leadership. About the
Well,
leadership. They fired them, but they never ever gave a statement as to why.
right, but that's kind of like what they do. Like their actions speak louder than their words in that particular scenario. It was like mind's eye,
Yeah,
like having a bunch of the
the
leads on that game leave right before the game came out spoke a lot more volumes than the people that are still like the leadership that's still there saying that it's saboteurs like tanking the
yeah. I mean,
reputation of their game.
that's different than the the publisher or the company that you work for ousting the leadership because they see a way to not have to pay out that bonus. Like that's my main thing. A company will do whatever the fuck they can to try and hold you out of giving you extra money.
I
This
mean,
is a fact.
look at what Bethesda did to Obsidian.
This is a fact. They move goalposts all the time, and if they can't move a goalpost, they'll fucking give you a red card. Like, make it make sense. That's why the whole lawsuit is taking place. That's why the story is elevating.
Yeah, and I mean, this is one of those things we're gonna have to see
We're
how
just gonna have
this
to wait
all.
for the court case to come out.
Yeah,
There'll be more information
yeah, I'm sure
by
they'll
next week.
like.
We'll be like, well, shit.
Yeah, like we're recording Sunday night. As early as tomorrow morning, there could be all new information that'll. So, just keep an eye on Subnautica 2. One of the interesting things about this is.
Oh, actually, wait. I would actually wait. You are right, Anton. This wasn't the statement they made. They fired him. They did make the statement of what you said about the conduct after the case came out. So they did claim that the leadership was not doing their jobs.
Right.
But that's also like an easy thing for a company to say when they're trying to avoid a payout. And also, like, artists should be free to do what they want on their free time.
Yeah. I mean.
Because don't forget that, the games industry has a nasty habit of putting their workers through insane time crunches and pretty much forcing them to live in their offices.
Because my point is, what are you considering full time? 40 hours a week, or just we're gonna work you until your fingers turn to dust? Like, which is it? Because it's damn sure not 40 hours a week. Because you could work 40 hours a week and do whatever the fuck you want to do on the side, right? That shouldn't be an issue.
I mean,
Even from a leadership standpoint.
Yeah.
My bosses be off on the weekend. I'm not. They be off.
I don't know. Me and my bosses be off on the weekend, so. All right. To take things into a little bit more of a positive area, and a lot of stories this week kind of directly related to Chris, but unfortunately we don't have Chris here. But Astrobot added another set of free DLC levels. It's the Vicious Void 2 set of levels. And with this, they've added Cloud, Sephiroth, and 2B to the game. So we got like we got a chunk of Square Enix characters finally. Like we had zero Square Enix representation in Astrobot up until now, and
yeah, I
of
know a
course,
lot of people were saying that was just weird.
yeah, it was one of those
That they weren't in
notable
this game.
omissions. The fact that Spider-Man wasn't in it at launch was kind of one of those noticeable things. The fact that Sweet Tooth wasn't in it at launch. The fact that there was no Final Fantasy anything anywhere at launch was kind of like those were some of those the fact that Ubisoft was in the credits for Gex and Gex wasn't in the game at launch says a lot. But yeah, I couldn't beat the Vicious Void 1 stages because I was too out of practice. This might just have to be I go back through and replay the entirety of this game to re-prepare myself to like go and do some of these DLC levels because I want these bots. Like I made a point to get Teddy and Joker and Cat and like certain of these bots about from games that I really cared about during the main game. And so, and like Sam Porter Bridges. Speaking of which, I need a Mega Man. I need Sam Porter Bridges. Both in Fortnite, please and thank you. Those are two skins that would work entirely too well. And like do Mega Man EXE as a Fortnite skin and do Sam Porter Bridges. And like the back bling.
Funko Pop ass game.
Yeah. Hey, it works. If it didn't work, it wouldn't sell the way it sells.
Like I said, Funko Pop ass game.
Looks better than Funko Pops. I will say that much. Considering there are the Funko Pop, literal Funko Pop video games. Like, the kind of graft anything you want onto it-esque style of Fortnite works way better in every situation than Funko Pops. And like, I have Naoto and Kanti from Fully Cooley. I have Deku from My Hero. I have Sekiro from Sekiro. I have Reinhardt from Overwatch. And I have Bulbasaur and Charmander from Pokemon. And none of those are, well, the Fully Cooley, I'm not made of money, so I can't get any higher quality Fully Cooley collectibles. But as far as like the Pokemon, the Overwatch, and even Sekiro, those aren't the highest quality collectibles.
Okay, I've added
Nope.
it.
I don't know what you just added, Siri, but Siri just added
You'll
a
find out
reminder
later.
on my watch. Yeah, it'll remind me something at some point. But those are so yeah. Charmander, that is not the highest quality Charmander collectible that I have in this room. So yeah, Funko Pops, like it's cool. I'd probably really mess with a. I know they wouldn't do it for a Luden, which is the Kojima Productions kind of like logo mascot thing, but yeah, I'd take a Sam Porter Bridges Funko Pop. But yeah, they need to put those characters in Fortnite, please and thank you. Because Big Boss is nice, but there are newer Kojima characters on the block. Okay, I'm looking on Amazon Death Stranding. So they have a Higgs Funko Pop that I do not like. And that looks like the only Death Stranding Funko Pop that's available. And yeah, so I won't be getting that. I would definitely take a Sam Porter Bridges before I take a Higgs from the first game. Because Higgs in the second game also, like the redesign and like the changes they made about that character and like the mystery around that character in the second game is all really interesting. Okay, Nintendo's ending game vouchers. So I thought about using them a couple times, never actually used them. Madrid, I think you were thinking about using them at some point. You never used them?
I was, but I never ended up doing it. I don't remember
Right.
the last game I bought on Switch. Maybe it was Splatoon 3.
Ooh. Yeah, because I
Yeah,
gifted
that's how
you
long ago that
Tokyo
was.
Mirage Sessions and Metroid Dread, so you're more.
No, yeah. Metroid Dread. Yeah. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Yeah.
So, yeah, it was something that, like, especially around Tears of the Kingdom's original release, I was like, I might do this to get 2 games, but. And it would have been Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which now that getting a Switch 2 edition is like shit. I probably should have done that in hindsight, but it's just not a system I ever engaged with because by the time it started like ramping up, there were games that I was just like I was not using my Switch anywhere near as much.
Yeah, that was your stinky Switch era.
Yeah, I mean it's still stinky Switch. Like I'm sitting here, I'm like I want to Switch too, but it really doesn't make sense until Pokemon Legends is out. And if you still have it when it drops, I might know where to get a Mario Kart bundle. Just unopened, complete in box.
Complete inbox, yeah.
But
Complete
that's
inbox and bag.
that's still like 3 months out, so that gives me some time to see where the pieces lie. Like my wife's birthday is this week, really. So got more important financial priorities.
Yeah, you have obligations.
Right.
You have actual obligations. What? Married nerds? What the fuck? They don't interact with the opposite sex positively. How the fuck?
Right. Married, homeowning gamer. But yeah.
Not possible, but here we are.
Right.
Actually, I think the next game I'm going to be on is going to be Deltarune. I think I might finally get through.
Ooh, are you
Chapters
getting that
3
on
and 4.
Steam?
Of course I'm getting that on Steam.
Okay.
Of course I'm getting that on Steam, motherfucker. I want to play it on my Steam Deck.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I would also like.
Also, by the way, if y'all ever feel like playing New Vegas, that it's also on the Steam. You are going to need... You might need to mod it if you want to, but New Vegas is on there if you ever feel like playing a good game.
I think between the two of us, we have all the Fallout games. Because I have like Fallout 1 and 2 and 4 for sure.
I have 1 and 2. We don't have 3. We do not have 3.
But so you have New Vegas and I have 4. So we have
I have Fallout 1 and 2. I have 1, 2 in New Vegas, and you have 4. Nobody has 3.
I have 1, 2, and 4.
Okay, so both of us got 1, 2, and 4.
Oh wait, you also have 4?
No. I mean 1, 2. We both have 1 and 2.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Both of us have 1 and 2. I have New Vegas. You have 4.
And 4, I got the Game of the Year edition, so it'll have all the content and also the next gen improvements. Like
God, but 4 did nothing for me at all.
I don't know. 4, I enjoyed what I played, but it didn't motivate me to play any more than that. So.
Oh,
love-hate
Patapon
relationship
1,
with
2
4.
replay is out too. Forgot about that.
Oh, it's out?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Considering I have Patapon 1 and 2 remastered on PlayStation already, there's no reason for me to... And Patapon 3, the PlayStation Premium version of that, like there's like essentially a port of Patapon 3 that is on my wish list, but I have Patapon 1 and 2 remastered on PlayStation already, so for me there'd be no reason to get that combo, because yeah, Patapon's, I enjoy it, but it is not on that level for me personally. It's not a Luminous, you know? Like, if we're going to be talking about PSP rhythm games that had heat, Luminous over Patapon all day, every day. But Patapon over Loco Roco. Fight me. Did I already say Rocket League 10-year anniversary? Like, I logged into Rocket League to try and... Because there's back and forth. Like, if you buy a car in Rocket League or earn a car in Rocket League, a lot of times it'll come over to Fortnite. And if you buy or earn a car in Fortnite, it'll come over to Rocket League. So I did some rank 0 build, which got me some wheels in Fortnite that I loaded up Rocket League because they'd come over to Rocket League. And like, there was a huge splash screen of like, thanks for all the players in the last 10 years. And I was like, damn. I remember playing Rocket League on day 1 through PlayStation Plus and meeting this new friend Chris at Sun in My Belly and showing him this little game Rocket League that blew his mind at the time. And now all this time later, and the amount of, like, Rocket League's one of those platinums I had to go back and get because that game was such a big part of my gaming life for such a large amount of time that Rocket League's one of those games that I not only platinum but went back and did some of the post-release trophies to get closer to 100% completion post having the platinum. It's one of those games I have on every system even before it went free to play. So, well, I never bought it on Xbox, but I bought it on Switch, bought it on Steam, got it free on PlayStation Plus on PlayStation, and then it went free to play by the time it was on the Epic. They're turnt over there by you, Madrid. They're like Rocket League,
This is the shit I gotta do. This shit I gotta deal with.
But
I saw the F1 movie today.
How was that?
Pretty good. Predictable, but good. I fucked with it.
Yeah. I looked at Forza today because Forza's on sale, but I'm like, if they really play the Japan card with 6, I either need this game to be 50% off or for them to play the Japan card and have a day and date on PlayStation with Forza Horizon 6. So, because Forza Horizon Tokyo, like, Mexico's cool, London would have been cool, but
nah, driving through Mexico is gonna be fucking sick. Like, that's gonna be fucking sick.
well, that's 5.
Like,
5's been out for years.
I know.
So if you want to do that,
I know, and it's fucking sick. I want to make sure the sickness of that game is acknowledged.
yeah.
Because driving through Mexico is fucking sick.
Apparently, according to analysts, Forza Horizon 5 has sold as much as Astrobot has sold on PlayStation. So, yeah, I'm sure that a shit ton of people are aware that it is sick.
I just don't want your weebery to fucking overshadow the fact that it's fucking sick.
I'm waiting on a sale. I'm not about to buy a game this many years old for full price.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm not saying to do that.
but I will pay full price for the new one taking place in Tokyo.
Fucking weeb.
Alright. Konbini wa doko desu ka? Alright. And
Is that where is the convenience store?
yeah.
Then take one look at Japanese, baby.
That's weebery right there. Like, it took me having to study Japanese to know that, but
I mean, I was able to absorb some of the basic shit that that we may need.
alright. Well, does anybody have one more thing before we wrap?
Nope.
Not really. I dabbled in some Diablo, but I did some Diablo dabbling.
Yeah, y'all got
That's
me to
about it.
reinstall Diablo, but I need.
This nigga
I
Anton
might-
made a character. The
I
character's
might
name
down-
is seasonal.
No, seasoned.
I might download Diablo on Wednesday or Thursday. I might get on Diablo this weekend, later this week, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not
this-
making any
Yeah.
guarantees.
This seasonal model is really like.
Nope, I'm just playing through the story and that's it.
They're not even making that easy because of the seasonal model.
Unless you just want to play like Dolo, but like, yeah, make a seasonal character and you can, we can join you.
I figured that's usually how it works. Is you make a seasonal character, you play the seasonal league, you play with other seasonal characters, and then once the season's over, they get put in the regular game.
Right, but then the regular game you can't co-op
Right.
post-season stuff.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm no longer going to be downloading Diablo. You know what? Fuck this. You know what? Fuck this.
When we were playing, we were all at the beginning of the game, and I'm like, if I wanted to walk around and talk to people, I'd be playing Death Stranding. So I stopped playing Diablo and went back to playing Death Stranding.
That's fair.
Because walking around and talking to people is actually engaging in that game versus Diablo, where it's not.
You know what?
I just be skipping.
Nija
It's
da wojolen shinmei. That's my only response to that. Nija da wojolen shinmei. I started laughing so my pronunciation got fucked up. That man kills me.
What does that one mean?
You know what? I'm done. Ni is you. Jadao wo jole shenma. Shenmei is just, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm
How
done.
how do you say lock the fuck in, twin?
I don't know yet. That's something I haven't done that one yet. That might be in my HK3. I'm still in that might be HKS3. I'm still on HKS1. I will say it's doing a lot more for me than Duolingo ever did. I'll tell you that right now.
What are you using?
Oh no, I have an actual book.
Oh, I see. Oh, but the
Right,
guy that's always slapping the camera, he did that.
That motherfucker's funny. That motherfucker's funny.
Mhm.
All right. Well, remember, until next time, you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can follow me on Instagram at Anton6, followed by 2 X's. Madrid, where can people find you?
You can find me at Frank Motion on Blue Sky. Just type it in to look for me.
Jalen?
Squid Bishop on the internet.
All right. This has been the Know It's Good production. The video version is edited by Chris. The audio version is edited by Akuma Santi. The descriptions are written by ChatGPT. The titles are still written by me. Until next time, keep it cheesy. What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 343 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton Guilty Spark LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Ray Trace Durag Madrid Devon.
Lock the fuck in, twin.
And we got the most generous squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
I'm doing drifts in Mexico.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Death Stranding 2, Rocket League celebrating 10 years, the whole Subnautica 2 controversy, Ghosts of Yotai, Astrobot, and Nintendo ending its game voucher system. I gotta find the recording button to stop it. Alright, let me raid somebody on Twitch. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Let's see who we're following, who is...
Also, somebody please go watch K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, it's on my list of things to do. I might do that.
That shit is legitimately good.
Alright, Serial Sensei is playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, so everybody hop on the raid train for that. We're gonna go over there.
Joker.